Hi there, I'm Matt Kemp from London's The Underground Cookery School, and today I'm going to show you some simple recipes which you're going to love. I'm going to show you how to make this, the perfect carrot bread recipe. As when making any sort of flavoured bread, you do the dry ingredients first. So I've got some general all-purpose flour, I've got some baking powder, some bicarb of soda, a bit of cinnamon goes in there, and I'm just going to put a little pinch of sugar, salt rather, sorry, in it goes. Just evenly combine all those ingredients. Really smell that cinnamon, and I'm just going to set that aside for the moment. And in a separate operation, I've got 3 eggs. There we go. And I'm just going to give those a little bit of a mix. Now I'm going to put some vanilla extract in, probably about a teaspoon. That'll do. Give that a good old mix. I've got some milk here, so I'm going to put that in as well. And now I'm going to put the sugar in. Keep mixing. If you don't get this colour, don't worry too much. It's more about the quality of the eggs than anything else. I'm now going to add the vegetable oil. And we're almost there. Now just keep mixing the two together, because although you may find that the ingredients split a little bit because of the oil, actually we're okay there. Just keep mixing and you'll be absolutely fine. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some of the flour at a time to the wet ingredients. The reason I like doing that is sometimes it's all about getting the right texture, and if you add too much flour, you know, you've then got to balance it out again, and it can be a bit of a nuisance. But you know, if you're just slowly adding until you get what you think is right, it's probably a better way of working. Now as you can see, it's still quite, I mean, it's very watery there, so I'm going to go in with 2/3 of what we've got there. Just going to keep a little bit for safety. Keep mixing. The other good thing about this is we're going to add the walnut pieces and the grated carrot at the very end, so if I'm still not happy with the texture, that will thicken it out. But actually I think it's bang on, so I'm just going to add the rest of that. Keep going, and we're pretty much there actually. I've got a few more things to add. Obviously the key component ingredient, which is the carrots, so all of that can go in. And then I've just got some walnut pieces here. You can break them up a bit if you like, just because it's a bit more even. But those can go in too. You don't have to put those in, they're optional. And these days with so many people having a nut allergy, sometimes it's a safer bet not to bother. So I'm just going to give those a little bit of a mix. And again, the key thing now is just to pay attention to the consistency and texture. So that whole thing is going to go into a loaf tin. Now this is exactly the same recipe that I use for carrot cake. The difference is, of course, you don't have a cream cheese topping. Also, I like to do it in a loaf, and you can, you know, it's quite nice to do it as a bread recipe. I've already prepared the loaf tin, which means I've just buttered and floured it. You can use greaseproof paper if you like, but in that mixture goes. And that's going to go in the oven on about 150 degrees or 300 for about 40 minutes, there or thereabouts. Right, I'm going to take that bread out now. Let's have a look. Gonna like this one. There we go. Now here's a tip. Whenever you're baking, me stating the obvious, don't take it out the tin straight away. What's going to happen is we're going to leave that to rest for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then what we'll do is we'll turn it out, slice it up, and have a good old look at it. But very happy with that. Well, I'm just going to tip this out now. Turn it out. There we go. Lovely. Exactly what I was hoping for. Just take a couple of slices of that. And there you have, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect carrot bread recipe.